designers, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm tackling a build in Webflow. Previously I was selling my font, Grayscale, through Webflow e-commerce. I had a sales page on my Webflow site and all of the checkout and file delivery was handled through Webflow as well. Now, however, ConvertKit, which is the company that I work for in my day job as creative director, we have a commerce feature that allows you to sell digital products. So I, of course, want to switch over my store to selling my digital products through ConvertKit Commerce. But I still want to use Webflow for the sales page and have the page integrated within the rest of my Webflow site. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you my process for how I went about setting up a sales page on Webflow, but handling the file delivery and checkout process through ConvertKit Commerce. So if you want to see how these two things work together, then keep watching. And just so you know, this video is like an edit of a live stream that I did on Twitch. So I live streamed the whole entire process. So if for some reason you want to watch the whole 2 hours of me working on this thing, then you can do that over on my Twitch channel and follow me there if you're interested in more live streaming content as well. I've been designing things, playing some games, having a good time. Anyway, let's get into it and let me show you how I'm selling my font now through ConvertKit Commerce. Right now, the only product I have for sale is my font, Grayscale, which I made earlier this year as one of my lockdown projects, one of the many, as it's turned out. And this is a sales page set up on Webflow e-commerce. So you can see we've got a little cart up the top here, and I have my two versions of the font for sale. You choose whether you want the standard or the extended license, and it shows a different price based on that. Don't get me wrong, I love Webflow e-commerce. I think it is a great tool, far and away better than something like a Shopify or an Etsy, or even, because absolutely everything can be customized. I built this checkout page to look exactly how I wanted, which was really cool. And I do really like that. And in general, like I said, it's a great way to have an online store. But it is also quite expensive. I pulled up the plans and pricing to show you here. So right now, I think I have an annual subscription. So I'm paying $29 a month to use it. But it's $42 if you pay monthly. And yeah, that's a lot. I'm excited to switch over to ConvertKit Commerce because that's something that I won't be paying a monthly fee for, essentially. I'll still have a Webflow site, so I'll still be using Webflow as the main page when people come to the site. But yeah, I won't be having that monthly fee anymore for the actual products themselves. Where should we start? Maybe I'll show you a little bit about ConvertKit Commerce. So like I said, I work for ConvertKit. This is not an ad, but obviously it does help me eventually if you do decide you like ConvertKit Commerce and sign up for it. ConvertKit Commerce is a simple way to sell products in that you're not building a whole online store, like an e-commerce store like Webflow does. It's just a way to really sell one product. Really simply, list it for sale and deliver it to your customers. It's got really low transaction fees. I think it's 3.5% plus a 30-cent fee for the transaction fee. And it's going to be, a more cost-effective way for me to run my font store, I think. What I intend to do is create two products in ConvertKit Commerce because ConvertKit Commerce doesn't do variants yet of products. So see, on my store right now, I have the variant of a standard license or an extended license for my font. So I think what I'm going to have to do is create a standard license product or an extended license product, and then people choose which one they buy. And what I intend is for the end result of the page to look very similar to what it does now. So the design might not be changing a lot as we go about doing this. It won't have the cart up the top because that's not a thing you can do at the moment with ConvertKit Commerce, is add things to a cart. I still want to display the two options and have you be able to pick which license you need, but that when you hit buy now, it'll pop up with the relevant product. Just so you know, my intention is not to redesign. My intention is for the page to end up looking very similar to this, working very similar to this, but using ConvertKit Commerce for the actual file delivery part instead. That is the goal. So I think we should start by creating these two products in ConvertKit Commerce. Create product. Okay, so now I can make this product page. Do I have an image? I'm gonna steal some copy from my website for this. There we go, I like that better. I have a text expander for my brand colors, which is a lot of fun. I think I might do a video actually about the ways that I use Text Expander, although mostly it's for email addresses, like numbers, like my passport number and things to remember, and colors. I feel good about that. I could do more with the background of the page, but what I'm intending to do is, I don't know, we'll see when we get there. Let's go to the checkout though and customize this. That actually all looks good as is. We do want to change out this color though. I think I want to make this, yeah. Just going to customize this messaging a bit more so it sounds more like I wrote it. And I don't think I can change the color on the button in the email. Cool. There we go. So that's one done. Can I duplicate it? No. Okay, we will start again and we'll make extended license. So with my font, just gonna do a little promo for it while you're all watching. With the extended license, I give away this vector file as well as the web font. I have them all arranged in the zip files. So the standard license one just has an OTF and a TTF file, and the extended one has the extra stuff, and it also has like a license certificate as well, because this is the one that you need if you want to use it for business or commercial web use. And that one will be Grayscale Extended. We'll add in our images again. Cool. Now I have my products, so they will be there ready for me to go. I think I'm actually just gonna delete the image from this one so I don't get confused. Okay, so what we've done so far for anyone who's just joining, we've set up the products in ConvertKit Commerce, very easy. And now I've got to get it sort of attached to Webflow. And I want the page to look very similar in the end. So this could be a handy way, I guess, for if you're interested in using ConvertKit Commerce as well, to make like a storefront or a longer sales page for it. Let's do it in Webflow. Okay. So what I'm going to need to do, I think, and like I'm literally working this all out in my head as I go. I should have probably prepared in advance. I didn't. We're just rolling with it. I think I'm going to need to create a CMS collection, because essentially that's what Webflow e-commerce is. It's like a specialized CMS collection. And I have a bunch of custom fields and things that I've set up to make this sales page happen. So I think I need to duplicate all these and set these up as a CMS collection, because what I'm trying to do here, as well as make a new page to sell this font, is future-proof for any other digital products I make in the future. So it's really easy for me to add it to my website going forward, which is what I can do right now in Webflow e-commerce. So I want to make sure I set it up in a sustainable way, and it's not just like, you know, building a new page each time. So I'm going to make a new CMS collection. We're going to call it Store. Ah, shoot. Yes. Okay. I think I might make it say something slightly different for now and then change it later. You know what? I could just call it Shop. That is a good plan. That'll do. Okay. Let's just create that to start from there. I feel like I need to have pulled up in a different window, a different tab, sorry, the custom fields. Can I do that? Have two instances of my Webflow site open? Okay, I'm gonna bring this right next door in my tab. So I'm gonna add all of these fields. What did I have here as my categories? I don't know how my past self did this. Okay, right. I was future-proofing in my Webflow e-commerce store too by adding a font category, because I thought that if I sell vectors or, I don't know, like sell an ebook through my store at any point, then yeah, that would be the case. Operation, copy all these categories over. So the first thing that I'm going to need to do is actually set up another CMS collection for the categories, because I do still want to have that. I'm going to call it product type. And yeah, all it needs to be is a name. And I don't think I have to set it up as a multi-reference or anything right now. Webflow is just fantastic, by the way, for all this stuff. Like, I would find this so confusing to have to do in WordPress and PHP or, you know, anything like that. Is it a multi-reference or a single reference? What was this one? Just looked like a single reference. Okay. Field 1 done. Next up, I had a description a rich field. Then I had font name image, background image. Right, image for each of the licenses. Ooh, okay, how do I want to set this up? I think I'm gonna have to set up like a field to put the link to the standard license product and the extended license product within this. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now, I don't know if you can do like groups of custom fields in Webflow. That would be a really nice touch if they let you like sort of separate it by category like that. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna group it together. Okay, and let's do the same thing but for extended. And there's an extra one for extended license because there's always going to be a bonus that I offer with it. As you can see on here, is this one that's like marked next to bonus. Yeah. And then I had my demo images, and that was a multi-image field. All right, let's start with that because I feel like this is going to get us almost all the way there. Okay, we're going to call this Grayscale, so the URL will just be /shop/grayscale. That makes sense. Now I want to come in and copy all the information from Grayscale. This seems like a new feature. I don't know if I ever selected it as an advanced product. Okay. Oh, I had, okay. There's going to be some extra stuff I need to put in, clearly. Because this is used somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, okay, save that. Need to add a new field quickly. This is a short description, and I want to move it up in the order to be right in there. Okay, the price is $12. The link, let's just put in our ConvertKit Commerce link for now. Ooh, that's what I wanted to look at, so I can embed it, but I think it's just going to open up anyway on the page. So I think I'm gonna like make my own button if that makes sense. Extended license is $26. The bonus, what did I write in that field? This. And the link. Then on my demo images, oh gosh, what did I do for them? Okay, these ones on my page, this is the images that run down here, and you can click on them and see them sort of in a light box to see them closer up. So we'll be wanting to recreate that as well. I really should update these because the way a lot of people have been using this font of mine has been for annotations on designs, which is fun. I've actually been like, I don't know, I personally feel like it's not best suited to that. Like I really like it for headings, especially in all caps. I have been contemplating making a new font called like Annotate, especially for that, based on like more messier looking handwriting. But I think I had them in a different order. Can I move them around? Oh, there we go. Isn't it nice when like UI is intuitive like that? Okay, that's all the fields that I had. I have a feeling I haven't set this up quite correctly to do exactly what I want. And I'm not 100% sure how to force it to do that. We'll see. Like, I want you to still select the license, and that when you choose the license, it changes what the link is on the button, if that makes sense. Maybe I need to add a field that like has that as an option. I don't know. How would I do that in Webflow? Like, what field would I need to add? Option, right? Clearly. Yes, okay. Duh, this is what we need. Now comes the building the page part. This is going to be the trickiest part for sure. So it's already made a page for me, and whatever I add on this template will be whatever shows up when I add a new product into this like fake store that I'm doing. I'm essentially going to copy and paste between my e-commerce product page. I wonder how much I can actually just literally copy and paste this. It might limit me a lot because it's got like store-based things in here. But let's just see, because one cool thing about Webflow is you can actually copy and paste. Okay. Cool. This gives us a starting point. Okay, so now we just got to relink some things. So on this container in my store, I had the image as a background. So we're going to get background image from shops, and it's going to use step 1 done. Okay, we got this. This is going to get image from shops, and it's going to be fun name image. Boom. Okay. This is working. This is going to work. We're going to come back to doing this header bit because I feel like I might need to change the design here because we're not going to have this nice balance between the menu and the cart button. So I don't know what I'm going to do there yet, honestly. We'll deal with it when it comes. Can we just copy this whole section as well? But all I'm doing is copying and pasting. Okay, it's because of the add to cart. We can't add that there. Okay, we might have to build this one more from scratch. So I'm going to add a section. Then I'm going to add a container, but put my container class on it. I was hoping that I would need to do like less rebuilding, honestly, but that's okay. I'm just going to try go step by step and copy what I had. Okay, and in my container, can I copy this part? No, because we have the add to cart in there. Boo, okay. But I had a grid, so that's good to know. Rich text block, let us connect this in the CMS. Boom, that's good. Can you see what I'm doing? Over here on the right, I'm connecting my elements on the page to the CMS. So it's like pulling the information from the CMS. So that's how this image has ended up here. And this I want to get the standard license price. I didn't type a $sign in. I think I will go through and add that because that'll be easier than, let me just do that quickly so I can make sure it's looking how I want. Because in Webflow, if you want to have like custom field text next to some like standard text, you have to like do a weird thing with HTML, I'm pretty sure. So far, I feel like this is working better than I expected. So on my live site, wait, it probably shows it here too. See how you can see the bullets here, but on the actual page, there are these check marks. I can't remember if Webflow have now brought in a way for you to add custom bullets. Because they didn't have it when I first set up this page, that was for sure. And that's why I've ended up in this situation. I'm gonna Google it. Okay, maybe I feel like I just saw people talking about wishing that was the case. Anyway, you can also add custom code in Webflow, and that's how I have these showing right now. So I'll check after if that custom code will apply here as well. But for now, we so far have things looking, aside from the header, pretty much the same there. So that's good. This has gone well. Next, I need to add in, let's like continue off here. I wonder if I can just copy and paste this in. Do you ever sometimes feel like your past self is so much smarter than your current self? Boom! Success! That's what we wanted. Okay. Then hopefully I can just copy my footer. This bit here as well, so you see where it says this script. On the actual site, that is a ConvertKit form. And so how I added that is just copy the JavaScript and add it into an HTML element in Webflow. And that one, why are you changing the name? I don't know, whatever. Things can get messy in Webflow, the class names and things like that. Let's preview this page. So I'm just gonna toggle preview right here. We won't see that until we go live, but that's okay. Cool. So far, not bad. These are working as light boxes. These are also working as light boxes, so you can see the image closer up. Now's the time I'm gonna try and figure out this whole drop-down situation. Right, so it's an option list here as well, so I think this is gonna work. So how the site works at the moment is like you come to it and you hit buy now, and it just drags you down to where to choose the license. I want that same thing on this page, so now I'm gonna try and work out how to do this, but without actually using Webflow e-commerce. Like this buy now button will then link out to my product pages that I have. In future, I believe it's coming very shortly, we're gonna be able to have a modal on of a product. So you'll be able to just buy everything right from on this page. But yeah, for now, I'll have it link out. What should we add in? Okay, so I know I'm gonna have to do this option list and have it, how did I set this up in the grid? Okay, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Cool. So I'm going to make my thing fill in these 2 blocks right here. So to do that, this is me using Webflow's CSS grid inside, by the way. That's what all this is. So I'm going to add a div block. Not there. Come on. And we'll call it, what did I call it here? Add to cart. Can I call it that as well? Or is it going to... Yeah, okay, cool. And manual, I think I want a manual. Okay, start column 2, end column 3. I have to say this out loud as I do or I'll get confused. Start row 3, end row 3. Did it work? Yeah, there we go. Our red thing is in the right spot. I think I need to add, what would it be called? I've not, select maybe? Drop down? Ooh. I don't know. We might have to try a couple of different ways here. Select. Let's just add in a select. Select field can be placed in a form. Okay, so it's not going to be that one. I had no idea when I started this that this would be the most difficult part. Or maybe I did, I don't know. This is also what I do when I run into roadblocks, is like, just take a little break to do something that I know I can do. Makes myself feel better, you know? Okay. This is kind of funny because we've ended up in a situation where I'm like, well, this kind of looks like what I wanted it to look like, but you run into things like this and it gets frustrating. This is why we don't use Webflow for the ConvertKit marketing site. I have a lot of people asking me about that. People always assume that I use Webflow at the company that I work for, ConvertKit. And that's not the case because of things like this. Like for simple personal websites, for simple company websites, Webflow is amazing, very efficient for designers to build things and get things done. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you run into issues where you just want something a little more complex. And like there's ways around this, right? Like I don't need to be doing this whole select thing that I am doing. That's my choice, and I'm making it complicated for myself in that way. Okay, let's look again, now that we have this, like we've built my confidence back up by making it look like this. Okay, can I work this out? What I can do instead is essentially just put a buy now button on each of these cards. Like, that's pretty easy. All I'm doing at this point is probably wasting all of our time, but, you know, sometimes I just don't want to give up on something, you know?
Never give up, never surrender.
And it's one of those cases where it's like, yeah, Webflow, I feel like you should be able to do this in Webflow, and you can't. And you just hit these snags sometimes. I'm gonna sort of like get a backup option in place. Ooh, Louis Swiss. That is an interesting idea. Maybe using tabs. Okay, let's try that. Let me just get this in place first, because this is our backup option. And so no matter what, we will have a working page to ship today where people can buy my font. Okay. Yeah. I think we're getting somewhere. Oh, this is very kind. Nelson from the Webflow team is saying, oh, do you need someone to get on right now? We might have figured it out though. Tabs might work. I think tabs is a great workaround. I'm so grateful to you. Louis Swiss. I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly, but I appreciate you. We're just gonna commit to the tabs thing then. And we're gonna type standard license. Now I'm like, oh, now I gotta come up with a design for these things and style them somehow. We're nearly there though. We're on the home stretch now, y'all. I'm gonna get it all the way through to shipping. Cool. Oh, and now I can go back and delete my hack that I made as well, right? We don't need these buttons anymore. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I needed to still put, okay, yeah, whatever. Some sort of navigation on this page though. Not a great experience. We'll revisit this later on, but I'm happy with this for now. Seems like we've got a working page where we see our price for the right thing. It's going to link off to the right page. These are working as lightbox items. That's awesome. I think I'm ready to publish this thing. Oh, I forgot to set up this thing. Yeah, we better do that. This button here is meant to be an in-page link. Gonna call it purchase, and then see, so that's what I was doing up here, is setting an ID on that. And then back up to the button, we set it to be, I think it's this one, page section. Yep. We choose the page section, purchase shows up because it's the only thing that I've set an ID on. This is why I love Webflow 2, is how amazingly easy it is to publish things, because like setting up a development environment and version control and all that is just hell to me. It's the part I like detest about real quote unquote web development. It just feels unnecessarily difficult. Like it feels like someone made it that way as like to gatekeep somehow. I don't know. I'm just mad at it. Okay, so now we should click this and yeah, we scroll down, we choose our license, we click buy now. It takes us to the ConvertKit commerce page. Someone would click get it now, they would put in their email and stuff to move through. Ooh, I love this animation that the team have put on this button. That's super nice. Very cool. Yeah, and that'll be the checkout flow. So that's cool. The off state for the tabs is a different hex. What do you mean? Oh, you're right, it is. This is great. We have like live testers. We click buy now, we get taken down. We could also go extended. Yep. And it takes you to the right place. Great. Yep. Okay. That all seems to be working. That's very cool. And then I should see, like, yeah, sales will come through in here whenever that happens. Love it. We did it. We've got this is how I've integrated ConvertKit Commerce into my Webflow site. Hold up, we're not quite done yet. Yes, ConvertKit are doing digital products now. That's why I'm changing this over so that I'm using that to sell instead. It's a very good system because there's no like monthly fee to be selling products. You only pay like, well, you don't, there's a transaction fee as there is for all e-commerce type stuff, but you don't have to pay anything up front to list stuff for sale. I need to make one small change in that these need to not be showing when these are crossed out. Yeah, see here how these icons don't show? So to do that, I need to come into my custom code. And let me see where I had that. Oh, maybe I didn't tag them as not included. Yeah, that must be the case. Okay, let's see. Let's see what I've done there. Okay, so these need to have, it's because I added a 2 to it. No, we don't want that. We just want you to say regular, not included. This was when I copied stuff over, it duplicated my classes. Okay. That should be working now. Let's see. Cross fingers, everyone. Woo! Boom, it worked. See, now we don't see a little check mark next to the items that are not included. Awesome. Okay, we got it working. We did the page and the form is showing up as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed seeing that process, seeing me go through making that happen. It was really fun to do this on a live stream, honestly, because I ran into some problems along the way and my chat over on Twitch was able to help me out work through it. So yeah, that was really fun. Please go ahead and follow me on Twitch if that's something that you think you'd be interested in joining in on in the future. I've been doing a couple of streams a week and having a great time with it. If you want to try out Webflow, there will be a link in the description where you can sign up using my affiliate link. It's like a way for you to help support me and my content without paying anything extra at all. And if you want to try ConvertKit as well, then you can create a free account. It's completely free to like list a digital product for sale through ConvertKit. All you'll pay is a small transaction fee whenever you make a sale. So it's a great way to get a product up there and out for sale without having to like pay anything to build a store or anything like that. So you can try that at convertkit.com/free, and that'll be linked in the description as well. All right, thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.